What's up, guys? I'm Rhett. Welcome back to Lawn Insider. We are wrapping up the first week of May and things are starting to heat up in the lawn. Literally, because in the next 15 days, we don't have a single forecasted high underneath that 95-degree mark. So in today's video, we're gonna cover some of the things we're gonna do on our lawn this May to get us on the right track for this summer. But before we get to that list, let's go ahead and take a moment to appreciate the lawn here. And as you can see, it is in really good shape right now. And also, this big man right here had his first birthday on May the 4th. So we have a big 1-year-old. Say hi to YouTube, Reed. Yeah, he is a Star Wars baby, May the 4th. Oh, and he's very flexible. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and break this down into 6 different things that we can do in our lawns this month that will get us headed in the right direction for this summer. And I kind of feel like Ricky Fowler right now in the white hat, but I haven't had a chance to break it out this year, and I figured today's YouTube video was the perfect opportunity. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on the first tip, and that's going to be mowing frequency. So you want to start increasing your mowing frequency as the temperatures rise because your grass is gonna grow faster. And the way that Bermuda grass grows, remember only the top third or so of the plant is actually green, and if we let it get too long in between mows, the next time we cut it, it's going to cut into that brown part and you're gonna get those ugly, unsightly scalp marks in your lawn. And we really wanna try to avoid those, and the best way to avoid those is just by mowing as often as you can. So we're really looking at least twice a week, and if you are someone who real mows like myself, you really probably need to be out there mowing at least 3 times a week if you can. Now, something that you can do to decrease the amount of time that you have to spend mowing is apply something called a plant growth regulator. I apply T-Nex. I still get outside and mow as often as I can, even when I'm applying the T-Nex, but that is something that I will start applying this month, and it's going to slow the vertical growth down. You'll still get that nice lateral growth, but it's just going to give you a little bit more wiggle room with your mowing schedule. Okay, tip number 2, if you haven't already, go ahead and start applying your fertilizers. And all 3 of these products are fertilizers that I've used in my lawn in the last few years. The Scott Southern Lawn Food is something that you can pick up at a big box store. The Green Tracks here is a fertilizer that I picked up at Ewing Irrigation and Supply in San Marcos. I used it on my lawn last year. And then in the middle here is the Flagship fertilizer, which is out of the Yard Mastery line, and Yard Mastery was kind enough to send me their entire line of granular fertilizers this year. So this is what I'm using in my lawn this year. If you're interested in using this product, then I will leave a link to it in the description box below the video. If you're interested, I do have my Lawn Insider Bermuda maintenance calendar on my website, and I'll leave a link to that in the description box below as well. But that just gives us a month-by-month breakdown of everything I'm gonna be doing in the lawn for the entire season. All right, tip number 3, and the third thing I'll be doing in my lawn this month is applying Hydrotane. And Hydrotane is a moisture management product, and the purpose of Hydrotane is basically to allow us to water less, and where it really comes in handy is places where you do have long dry spells and potential droughts, like here in Central Texas, for instance. And the way Hydrotane works is that it can pull moisture from the humidity and make that water usable for the plant. So I am just going to apply Hydrotane as an extra line of defense against that lack of water that we might see over the summer. You can get Hydrotane in a 1 quart and a 1 gallon size. The 1 quart size is a hose-in sprayer product, and the 1 gallon size you can actually use in a backpack sprayer if you choose to, or you can just use it to refill the 1 quart bottle. Another thing you might want to try this month is a leveling project. And right now is the perfect time to level because we have a lot of heat, and that heat is going to allow the Bermuda to push through however much sand you decide to put on it, whether that's a big leveling project like I've done in the past or a smaller spot leveling project. But when I level, I like to use mason sand, and then you just need some sort of tool to move the sand around, whether that be a landscaping rake, a leveling rake, or a mat drag. The 5th thing that you can do in your lawn this month is aerate. But if you plan on doing a leveling project, I would actually recommend to aerate first. But when you aerate, you're poking thousands of holes in the lawn and you're pulling out cores. And the purpose is to decrease soil compaction in your lawn, but you're also going to allow water and nutrients to reach that soil layer more easily. And this is a good time to aerate because, again, the heat is going to allow the grass to repair itself a lot more quickly after aerating than if you did it in some of the cooler months. The sixth thing that you might want to think about doing in your lawn this month is making a preventative grub treatment. And the product that I'm going to use this year is called Dominion 2L. And there's a whole array of products that you can use for grub control and grub prevention. This is just the product that I'm going with this year, and I'm going to apply it with my backpack sprayer. There's also granular options available, but the reason that this is a good time to go ahead and make that grub treatment is because if you've noticed, you've probably started to see a few June bugs flying around. And what grubs are is June bug larvae, or June bug babies, basically. So if you've seen those June bugs, or you're starting to see those June bugs, this is a good time to make your grub prevention treatment. All right, y'all, that rounds out the list. And as usual, anything mentioned throughout the video will be linked in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a like. If you're liking the content and want to continue to see more of it, hit the red subscribe button below. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those in the comment section below. I'll see y'all again next week. Lawn Insider out.